In Valentine, you can find a bounty for 3 people in connection with the 7th generation cult. These 3 people are like our sort of foreshadowing or precursor to the legendary Shepherd bounty. I just recently uploaded a video on my channel where you can find me taking these 3 down and kind of talking about them, and you sort of go through it and find out that, like, De La Mare, Allen, and Fitch are all recruiters in the 7th generation, part of this cult, this doomsday sort of cult that's plaguing across the West. Now, what I like about Rockstar is that they have an interesting kind of plot line here, and they sort of put it into the world, and you hear about it. But it's like, it doesn't go any deeper than these missions. Like, I think to add some spice to it, there should have maybe been some stranger encounters. Like, it would have been cool to encounter some cultists, or maybe you could find, like, a recruiter, or even just spawn some cultist NPCs in the world. Like, just maybe even having them show up as mission NPCs that harass you, like, since it's all just plug and play. What I like about the cultists is that they're creepy. What I don't like about them is that they're really boring. At least the trappers, when you kill them, they drop, like, pelts and furs and interesting gear, whereas the cultists don't seem to drop anything. At some point I picked up a bat wing, which seemed new, but it had no purpose and I couldn't interact with it, so I don't know. But again, kind of refocusing, I like this idea that there was this foreshadow, this tease of the legendary bounty coming around the corner with these 3 people you could take down. But I was disappointed that in doing the mission, you don't gain any intel or get any depth about the Shepherd or what to expect with him. And I just feel like it's like Rockstar's capable of doing more and going deeper. They just don't do it. It's like even... it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. Like, I find, like, the new legendaries aren't bad, but they just don't necessarily deliver in a manner that I would have, like expected or hoped for. Like, while they have all of the cinematic merits to, like, kind of deliver more story, they end up, like, so often not doing anything at all. Like, it's, like, even in this one, it was, like, go to some camps, get some information on the Shepherd, and then go to the cave. And it's like, people think it's new, but it's like there have been bounties for that cave. There was a Skinner Brothers event at that cave. Like, it's not, like, the idea of multi-tiered bounties isn't really that new either. Like, the idea that they're adding more depth to these is, I can't argue with the idea that it's deeper, but I just don't think it's that much more, like, I don't think it's a lot of depth. I don't think it's a quality of depth we truly, like, deserve from what we could be getting. And I just think it's kind of disheartening. Like, I ended up replaying this mission. The first time I did it, I went right to the first correct camp with the Shepherd, and I found the letter right away, which was kind of anticlimactic. So I replayed the mission and went to the other 2 camps and found out there wasn't even anything there. So it was like, like, again, it's like, it's great that you have this illusion of depth, but it's still just a glorified fetch quest with no new loot or interesting loot. You can't get a new horse. There's no new outfit. Like, it's just not very deep. Like, it's like, I just feel like whoever cares enough to be making this content at Rockstar is not getting the support they deserve, you know? And it leads me to talking about these missions in general, and how I think it could be cool if they use this system to sort of foreshadow what's coming or what's going to be available down the line. If they're going to show us sort of some future legendary bounties, which is kind of why I wanted to also make this one today, just to kind of showcase what I might find when I go across all of the, from west to east, to look at all the bounty boards to see if they're going to potentially tease us another one. But, like, even the Moonshine one that I did, I found that was pretty underwhelming. Like, it was the one in Rhodes. I put that video up as well on my channel. I'm missing one of the 4. But ironically, 2 of the missions in that block are essentially just bootlegger missions disguised as bounty hunter missions. So it's like, it's not even really, like, just to give you a direct example, one of them was sabotage stills, and the other one was intimidate a moonshine salesman. So, like, literally, while it is a bounty hunter mission that seems like it's got some more depth, they're so desperately to pad this game, they're now taking content from the Moonshiner DLC and sticking it into the Bounty Hunter DLC. Like, and again, I don't mind, but I just think that the game should have its own element shining. It shouldn't be borrowing. And also, like, if you paid for a Moonshiner content, why are they getting it for free? Like, if you haven't paid for Moonshiner content, do you really deserve it? And I'm not even trying to goal keep it, but I just mean, like, it turns out if it's all easily accessed content, then maybe Rockstar shouldn't be charging as much for it as they are, you know? But I don't know, maybe I'm just being a greedy dingus. I don't know. I'm really cynical. I didn't enjoy the new update. I'll spare you a long diatribe about it, but I was unimpressed. I didn't really I didn't think it was the depth we were all hoping for. I found the Outlaw Pass really thin. I think the idea that they're doing another Outlaw Pass so soon without any real good content to add on to it is not great. And even then, so soon is ironic, considering we're not even going to see anything till, what, March? January, February, March? I don't know. It's rough. We're in a rough state. I'm one of the few haters who's still making videos. Everybody else just gave up on this game. I guess I still dabble here and there. I want to see what they do with it, because it's got potential, but for the most part, I'm pretty unimpressed. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if anything else stands out.
I'll confess, I'm sad to see him still alive, but well done anyway. All right, take your money.